Howdy folks, Rebecca and Hunter here with the two-player showdown. When I saw the theme to this episode of Blender, I looked at our board game collection and it is completely devoid of winter-themed games. But we found a solution. We're going to travel all the way to Mars to bring you the game.
So today we're bringing you Terraforming Mars. This awesome game plays 1 to 5 players and lasts about 90 to 120 minutes.
It's a card game, engine building, resource management. Let's take a closer look. The goal in Terraforming Mars is to have the highest terraforming rating at the end of the game. The end of the game is triggered when 3 things occur. When the temperature goes from 30 degrees negative Celsius all the way up to positive 8 degrees Celsius. And the oxygen goes from 0% all the way over to 14%. And all 9 of these ocean tiles have been placed on the board. You accomplish these goals through project cards. At the heart of the game, Terraforming Mars is a card game driven by project cards. You take your hand of project cards, you draft cards, or you purchase cards, and then you turn around and pay money to play those cards. In an effort to build the best engine to accomplish these goals and get the highest terraforming rating.
So there's many different things that you can do on your turn. You can play your cards. You can also pay money to do some of the standard projects, which kind of bypasses the cards and let you do some of the same actions without waiting for the cards. You can fund your milestones and awards for extra endgame scoring, and you can also convert different things to provide energy or heat up the planet or add a green space and different things like of that nature to the board.
So at its heart, Terraforming Mars is a card game that has a board that you play on. The cards drive the actions that go on the board. And what I especially like about the cards is they're very thematic. Only certain cards can be played during certain times. So there may be a restriction for a certain temperature. For example, fish don't show up until 2 degrees positive Celsius because the water would be frozen if it was below 2 degrees Celsius. And ants need oxygen, so they need 4% oxygen before you can play the ants card. And kelp farming needs at least 6 of these ocean tiles placed out before you can start farming kelp. So you have to use some strategy on what cards to keep, what cards to discard based on the levels of the game it's at. So you don't want to hold onto a card necessarily that you may have to hold the entire game that may only show up at a high temperature or a high oxygen level when you're at really low levels at that time. So it's cool that the cards themselves are thematic.
Yes, and another thing that's great about this game in general too is that there's not really any variance between 2-player, multiplayer. The only difference is when it comes to the end game scoring, there's no second place with 2 players, so you only have first place or nothing. Otherwise it plays the same, and I really love that. The theme is fantastic, and you've got the actual map of Mars and some of the names that are on the map, which I absolutely love that. And just the components, the way everything looks, even the little metallic colored dice, they feel weird because they're like light. I think they're plastic, but they have such a beautiful metallic sheen to them. They're really fun. It's just a beautiful, fun game that's really involved, and you really feel like you're doing some science too. It's great.
Yeah, I really love this game. This is one of our favorites of the year. We're not going to spoil our list for the next Blender, but this one will definitely be showing up in our top games of 2016.
So definitely check out Terraforming Mars.